Welcome to the UVET project, a European initiative dedicated to developing vocational skills for UAV maintenance and repair. The project focuses on giving learners the knowledge and hands-on skills they need to keep UAVs safe, reliable, and compliant with regulations. Training modules cover everything from record keeping and inspections to calibrations, system checks, and advanced repair techniques. To support your learning, UVET provides a complete set of resources, including training videos, guidebooks, technical checklists, and occupational standards. The ultimate goal is to prepare a new generation of skilled UAV technicians ready to meet the demands of a fast-growing industry. This lesson is part of that journey. Let's get started. Welcome back to Module 1, UAV Maintenance Foundations. In this module, you'll build the essential skills that every UAV technician needs. We'll start with record keeping and documentation, showing how accurate logbooks and checklists support both safety and compliance. You'll learn how to perform detailed inspections of key systems, including the airframe, propellers, motors, and chassis. We'll also cover calibrations to keep sensors and controllers accurate, ensuring your UAV performs reliably in every flight. By the end of Module 1, you'll have a solid foundation for safe, consistent UAV operations. In this lesson, we'll focus on the importance of record keeping for ensuring safety and regulatory compliance in UAV operations. Whether you're a seasoned operator or just starting, proper maintenance and documentation are crucial for both performance and safety. We'll begin by covering the importance of record keeping and how to maintain a detailed UAV logbook. This section will help you understand the basics of UAV record keeping to support maintenance and operational integrity, recognize how accurate documentation enhances safety, performance, and compliance, and learn the practical steps to create and maintain a detailed logbook. The process overview. Watch the video on the importance of record keeping. Then study the provided resources to deepen your understanding. Proceed by reviewing the pre-flight checklist template, complete the practice template to gain hands-on experience, and then test your knowledge with the Lesson 1 quiz. Section 2. Why complete a pre-flight checklist? The pre-flight checklist is one of the most critical tools for UAV operators. It's not just about ticking boxes, it's about ensuring your UAV is in perfect condition for a safe, efficient, and compliant flight. Let's take a closer look at how pre-flight checklists support safety, operational integrity, and regulatory compliance, and why it's essential for every flight. Let's now look at resource 1. Number 1, safety, identifying and preventing potential issues. Before your UAV even leaves the ground, safety must be your top priority. A thorough pre-flight checklist ensures early detection of issues. By systematically inspecting each component, you can spot potential problems, like a loose propeller or a worn-out motor, before they escalate into a dangerous situation. Prevention of accidents. Most UAV-related incidents are preventable. Ensuring your equipment is in optimal condition minimizes the risk of accidents caused by malfunctions. Flight readiness verification. Beyond just checking for damage, this step confirms that all systems are calibrated and your UAV is ready for stable flight. It's better to invest a few extra minutes in preparation than face the consequences of an oversight. Number 2, operational integrity, maintaining long-term performance. A well-maintained UAV performs better and lasts longer. The pre-flight checklist helps you maintain reliable performance. Routine checks ensure that all systems are working as intended, which reduces the chances of in-flight errors. Track component usage. Keeping an eye on wear and tear, for example, the conditions of propellers or battery life, helps you schedule maintenance proactively, avoiding costly replacements or repairs. Identify recurring issues. Over time, your checklist and logs can reveal patterns, such as a specific sensor failing more frequently. Addressing these recurring issues early keeps your UAV in top shape. By making pre-flight checklists a habit, you're not just protecting your UAV, you're also improving the quality of every mission. Number 3, regulatory compliance, keeping operations legal and hassle-free. Whether you're flying recreationally or professionally, adhering to regulations is key and non-negotiable. The checklist plays a key role here by providing documentation. It serves as evidence that you followed necessary safety procedures, which can be invaluable during audits or inspections. Simplifying inspections. If authorities request proof of compliance, having detailed and accurate pre-flight records can make the process seamless. Avoiding penalties. By following established procedures, you reduce the risk of fines, suspensions, or other legal complications. Staying compliant isn't just about avoiding trouble. It also demonstrates professionalism and builds trust with clients, regulators, and other stakeholders. As we saw, completing a thorough pre-flight checklist is your first line of defense against potential issues, your guide to reliable UAV performance, and your shield for staying compliant with aviation regulations. Now, let's move on to section 3, a walkthrough of a pre-flight checklist. Now, let's take a closer look at Resource 2, a standard pre-flight checklist. On your screen, you'll see a detailed template. As I go through it, pay attention on how each step contributes to safety, performance, and compliance. Now, let's look at a standard pre-flight checklist together. This is a template. All items have to be checked before any flight operation, and completion of this list has to be signed in the technical logbook. We first start with the equipment and crew. We have to declare that the personnel is fit for the operation, that all equipment needed for the UAS operation is available and complete, that we have the necessary documents, the operational authorization, flight authorization in case of entering a geographical zone that is controlled, insurance, pilot certificates, etc., and an ERP checklist filled for the flight location, available and ready to use. An ERP is an emergency response plan. We then move on to flight planning. We ensure that geographical zones applicable to the flight area are checked, that weather information has been gained, forecast for the duration of the flight, and they are within the UAS limits, that all mission planning has been completed, for example, the home point has been set, that all involved persons have been briefed. We then move on to the UAS. We ensure that there are no open defects in the technical logbook. We then perform the inspection of the UAS and check it as completed. We ensure that there is no visible damage, that it's fully assembled and in the correct configuration, and that all motors turn on easily and freely. We then ensure that all batteries of the UA and the CU are charged. Correct flight plan should be loaded onto the UAV platform if that is applicable. Lastly, we ensure that geo-awareness and geofencing have been uploaded again, if that's applicable. We then check over the takeoff area. We ensure that it's flat, we check the wind direction, and we ensure that no obstacles are existing in the departure or arrival area. Now, let's continue by walking through a technical logbook. We'll review a sample technical logbook. This document is essential for tracking UAV usage, maintenance, and performance over time. As I show a sample logbook, I will explain key sections such as maintenance, logs, flight data, and operational records. Here is a useful template of a technical logbook. As you can see, here we will log the UAS model, the serial number, as well as the relevant page of the operations manual if one exists. We give the name of the person completing the pre-flight checklist, as well as the person completing the post-flight checklist. We also will reference the date of the operation, the number of flights completed in that date, the start time, end time, and flight time. We will then give the total flight hours. We'll give a few words on the weather conditions and the specificity of the location. Here you can give a name or even better, complete coordinates. If there was a defect of the drone or an occurrence, we give a description of that in this segment. Accordingly, we will give any actions taken for maintenance or to respond to the occurrence. We give the name and signature of the responsible pilot in command and the accountable manager releasing the form. Section 5, Record Keeping Overview. We will now look at Resource 3, giving an overview of the steps taken so far for record keeping. We first record basic details, that is, your name, the date and time. We then log UAV details, the model, serial number, ID, and weight. We then note operational details, the weather conditions, the location, and the type of airspace. Fourth, we perform necessary UAV checks and record the results. More on this topic in the following lessons. Lastly, we securely store all records after completing the operation. Proper record keeping ensures compliance, enhances safety, and supports long-term performance. You've now learned the foundations of UAV record keeping. Here's a quick recap of what we covered. The basics of UAV record keeping and how it supports maintenance and operational integrity. The importance of accurate documentation for safety, performance, and regulatory compliance. Practical steps to create and maintain a detailed UAV logbook. Thank you for joining this lesson. Let's move on to the next module and continue enhancing your UAV expertise. Before you move on, it's time to put your knowledge into practice. Study the introductory materials provided in Resources 1 and 3. Review and complete the pre-flight checklist template in Resource 2. Practice using the template to familiarize yourself with the process. And then complete the Lesson 1 quiz, Resource 4, to assess your understanding. Thank you for completing this lesson. This training is part of the UVET project, dedicated to developing vocational skills in UAV maintenance and repair. For more resources, guides, and training materials, visit uavet.org. See you in the next lesson.